Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Frank. American Eagle Rises. How you guys doing for Friday, right before Labor Day? Sound a little bit better just all of a sudden because when I was talking earlier, I sounded like deep voice guy. Like it sounded like I was pushing my voice. It was pretty funny. We're still under the weather. Feel a little bit better earlier this morning. Yikes. But I think what it is it drains, right? So when you wake up, it's like it's like I'm dying, like I'm literally like dying. But knock on something. The sore throat's in the last it just like a couple hours ago it was bothering me, but it seems it's almost gone. So I normally use that as a gauge, because typically when my sore throat goes away, I feel totally fine, but I might have the sniffs, the hack, it's just draining, and sometimes that takes me it'll take like another 5 days for that to stop. So, yeah, I've been having a lot of soup. Gosh, I forgot how good Campbell's tomato soup is. It's funny, I didn't like it when I was a kid. I do have, it's not the old chicken noodle. I can't have that stuff anymore. I used to like it, but I ate too much of it in college, and then it was like a couple years after college, and then when I had it, I almost threw up. So I don't know what the hell they put in that thing, but I must have ate too many of that. But I like when I'm sick, something hot kind of loosens things up. Anyway, so hopefully we're not sick the entire weekend. So we're gonna take it easy today. We'll kind of see how tomorrow is, but we won't do anything strenuous. And a buddy of mine, I call him my work buddy, he said he was thinking about coming over. So he might come over later and help me finish up some of the Camaro, or at least get some of it. And he may not be free until Sunday, so I might be feeling pretty good by then. I don't know. My mom's birthday is actually on the 3rd, so I was trying to go over there. But if I'm still like this, I'm not going to go. My mom's going to be 76, so I don't want to get her sick. And especially when you get older, when you get older, like the flu or pneumonia can basically, it can just take you right out. Actually, the statistics are kind of, yeah. So, again, eat your... try to eat healthy at a minimum. Get all the chemicals, right? Fruits, vegetables. Yeah, I'll get it, right? But and again, you can't escape all this stuff. So just try to get the cleanest stuff, right? For the most part, right? You can still kind of have a fun thing here and there. I'm a little. I don't. You guys know me. Especially you guys, the diehard people, I have a hard time relaxing. I have a hard time spending money on me. Yeah, I know. When am I going to learn? I don't know. Hopefully soon. We have some cool stuff, okay? So today, I'm going to call it's American Eagle coins. Yeah, we'll get to that in a second, okay? Yeah, let's see here. It's a little bit after 2 o'clock. And yeah, I guess some PCEI thing kind of came in. Hey, it wasn't above, wasn't below. Well, the market hates that. Hang on, guys. Sorry, I'm still sick here, so I gotta drink lots of water. I already drink tons of water, so I'm good there. It helps you with what's that crap? You get those kidney stones. Yeah, drink water. Drink. Especially for men, kidney stones, past the kidney. Oh my God. Oh, geez, Pete. Oh, that reminds me. I had this massive cough, and I'm trying to hack it out, right? And I don't know what I did, but it was so hard that how when you pull a muscle like a Charlie horse, right, and it just cramps up. My entire stomach did that. Oh my God. I mean, I've been punched in the stomach and, got the wind knocked out of me. Wow, man, I was like, oh, jeez, that was, yeah, guys, I actually prayed to God after that. I said, I hope that doesn't happen again. That was, Wow. Wow. That was. I didn't think it'd go away. Yeah, but anyway. So the oh well, finally the 10-year Treasury actually went up a little bit, but the dollar at DXY has gone. Oh, it was down. It's kind of recovered slightly. Bitcoin's getting hammered. Shocker. It was going to get hammered anyway, but hey, we'll put our glasses back on a little bit, make it a little easier to read this stuff. But gold is like basically at an all-time high, basically right now. It's looks like it was, and not. I don't know. It's really there. And silver is making a new, we'll call it 15-year high. Yeah, all my miners are taking off. They are taking off. I should have not sold off those. Damn it! eh, I still have some, so it's okay. Yeah, but it could have been more. Yeah, we're trying not to get too greedy, right, guys? Like I think that's a problem when investing. You keep the what if and oh, well, I can hold it longer, and then you lose, right? Like it's hard to sell them, right? And especially when you're gaining, right? But that's why maybe it'd be better to have like computers just sell your shit for you and then buy it come in. Whatever. We don't have that much money to make our own. Yeah. So anyway, we'll check a like real quick here. Oh, what is that? Why scientists want to bring back woolly man? Oh, they had like two. They had like a Stegosaurus and like a T-Rex kind of fighting. I just I don't know. I love dinos. Dinos are awesome. I'm basically a little kid. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. But it looks like that one lady at the Fed, she's gonna be ouch. And then looks like we still got that CDC lady. Yeah. You guys all leave. Actually, it's perfect, right? If they all leave and protest, hey, we can just shut the department down. Bye. See? Trump knows what he's doing. Hang on, guys. Sorry. Maybe nothing. Okay, sorry. Nothing came out. I felt like it was going to do it, but yeah, I don't see anything fantastic. But there was a new YouTube channel that I was listening to. It's called, what is it called? Prometheus. It was an older lady. It was awesome because like she kind of looked like how one of my grandmothers would have looked like or something with short hair, right? And it was like Prometheus Rising or something like that. I'm trying to remember. I just subbed it, and it's hilarious because like she sounds like the pretty like super based, and it's like I don't know. She's got to be almost 80, but she's been in like the finance area for like over 50 years, and but talking about like Hamiltonian, like where. Like about producers, like Hamilton said, the wealth of a nation is from its producers, right? The people working, right? Not like the British system, which we've been kind of under for some time. But I wanted to just let you guys know that. But hang on, I gotta hit my history. Sorry. Yeah, you guys know I don't plan these at all. Oh yeah, it's called it's called Promethean Updates. Yeah. So check it out. She's an older lady. She's got a ton of subscribers. Her one video has 180K views. Like I thought I was a nutball talking about getting rid of the Federal Reserve and backing our money by sound money and all that stuff. So, because every boomer I know was... Oh, sorry, hang on. I need to correct that because Mr. Homefront is probably watching. So when I say that, I don't include you. There actually is a very subsection of boomers that are just... They're awesome. I just wish they would talk to the other boomers and educate them. But yeah, it's like around me. Like, oh my God, it's... Oh my gosh! Here in Michigan, it's like they're so out of touch. They don't even know. They don't leave their house, and they have no idea what's going on in the outside world. They look at the TV, and that's what they think is going on. So it's just, And you can't tell them anything. It's like, oh no, I didn't see that on TV, so it's not true. It's like, this is why I don't like talking to them. So anyway, but Mr. Homefront is, he is definitely the exception and then some, along with this lady here too. So I'll try to put it in the. Yeah, no, guys, sorry, I'm just losing it here. I'll put it in the description. So anyway, I waited till this point because only my diehard people are gonna witness this. Okay. I'm trying to remember. It was like last week. You guys know me and my coins. I haven't bought a lot of coins this year, but monetary value, this is probably gonna take the cake. Or pretty close to it. I won't say maybe it does, but pretty close to it. So, U.S. Mint did for 2025, and they do it like every other year. So every odd year, they have a series, and they call it American Liberty. So they typically do a silver coin, which is more of a, I think the silver is a metal, and the gold is a coin. What the hell is the difference? So a metal doesn't have a denomination on it, so it's just, but the gold one is a coin and it actually has a $100 denomination. Yeah, you wouldn't spend it at $100, but real quick though, again, tinfoil hat. There's speculation. I'm not wrong, because one day, I'm hoping real soon. One day we're going to have to reset our currency. So the thought is well, it's probably going to get tied to gold somehow or whatnot, or at least a temporary time period. It may not be that way but so the speculation is, well, a 1 ounce, or at least a gold weight of 1 ounce, 3 nines, which is fine gold, will be $100. Back in the day, it was different because I don't think it was actually an actual full ounce, but it was 20. That's why it's called double eagle. Eagles were $10. But yeah, anyway. But there's also a distinction, I believe, if it's denominated of a coin. I think depending on your state, it might be a different story. But when it comes to federal taxes, and again, Mr. Homefront, talk to obviously your son, right? But I don't know if you have anything with Chad Elkins. This would be actually maybe something to talk about, because I remember talking about this with other gold, quote unquote, bugs. But if that's actually denominated in a U.S. dollar, I think you don't have to pay taxes on it, meaning federal gains tax or anything like that. Now, if it's not denominated, like let's just say it's a gold bar, you would. So now state level might be completely different. But yeah, that's why at one time. But again, I don't know. Things have changed back and forth. But that would be kind of a cool topic to discuss. Anyway, yeah, I blabbered another couple minutes there. So the reveal, and they did a beautiful job on the product, or the packaging. Come on, look at that, and it's actually super glossy. Yeah, hats off, finally mint after years. Yeah, so but this part is pretty much the same, which this is just a normal black box. But at least they put the bold, and it used to just be plain old black. And even the COA card, which is a certificate of authenticity, is in the same type of paper. It's glossy. Yeah, it's on the back. And that's not really coming in that great. But that's actually the coin that we'll see in a second. Come on. Why is my thing it takes so long? Look at that eagle, man. That looks badass. Doesn't that look badass, guys? Man, when I see that, man, I get all... I'm like, man, it's go time. Come on, man. Follow me, boys. Up the hill. We're going to take it or die on it. Sorry. That's me, guys. Blame my father. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I talk to them every once in a while. But I think they only made like 60,000 of these. I can't remember. So the coin collectors are like, sometimes when they make these medals, they make too many of them. So they like them under 100K when it comes to silver medals. So these are already sold out. So that's actually a good indication. But these are actually pretty. These are actually pretty nice looking coins. I'm not gonna lie, guys. These are actually pretty good. I should have bought two, at least of the silver one, but I didn't know. So that's the obverse. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, look at that. So it's actually different this time. So they wanted to use something non-traditional images of liberty. So this one's actually a sunflower. And then the back, obviously, dude. I mean, that's the screaming eagle. Look at that. Come on. Come on. Why is it... What is it trying to focus on? There we go. It's still not focusing, guys. Sorry. There we go. Look at that. Damn, look at it, man. It's going to town. Wherever it's going, he's going to take it out. Oh my god, I just when I saw the image of the eagle, I was like, oh my god, that looks freaking crazy. Especially here, right? Where American Eagle rises. But the clamshell looks pretty much the same. But it does have American Liberty on it. So they did print this. It feels like leather, but it's probably not. So if you don't know about sunflowers, an interesting thing. So not only do they look beautiful, but you can plant these in like areas where there's been like a radioactive incident or anything like that, and they will actually absorb it up. It's actually quite amazing. So, but they don't talk about this stuff, right? Like anything natural, right? Anything of creation, they don't want to talk about it. Anyway, guys, I know I'm getting all fired up, man. Just because I'm sick doesn't mean I'm any less feisty. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to show you the gold one. Yeah, I just got to put it back because it's going to. I won't put this one back while you guys are wait. Oh, I took it out, but anyway. So yeah, it's actually gold. So isn't that cool? It's in a gold. Come on, why is it? It's trying to like focus on my stupid ear. Yeah. I like that. Yeah, at least and the quality of the yeah, it's like, man, they really did a job on the yeah, same thing like on the gold for the COA card, and they got the image. Rawr! Yeah, watching eagles going after prey. Yeah, man, they don't mess around. And I think, if I remember correctly, I think they only minted 12,000 of these, so these sold out relatively quick. So I did buy them right as they released at like 12 o'clock. And if you guys don't know, gold is actually a higher density. So the coin itself is actually smaller. But it's the same weight as 1 troy ounce. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. And yeah, you can really see the eagle on this one. Whoops. Looks like we got him upside down. Yeah, check that out. Rawr! Why did it say 4 nines? Look at that. I didn't notice that. That's not fine gold. We typically call that pure gold. That's odd. Huh. Really? So did they make a mistake? Or am I actually mistaken? Yeah, so this should be technically 20... I think it's 24 karat? Gosh, I don't know. I gotta figure... Because they do make American Buffalo. That's a 24 karat gold coin. Yeah. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. We got 20 minutes coming up. Let's see. Did they make this one out of 3 nines or 4 nines? Yeah. So the silver's 3 nines. Yeah. Which is typically what they make out of silver coins nowadays, or at least the pneumatic one. Sorry, guys. I tried to cough my way before I got on the video, but it's 20 minutes, so I'm surprised I lasted this long. Yeah, so what do you guys think? Yeah, this was expensive, guys. I'm not gonna lie. This was, oh my god. Yeah. Let's see here. I think it's pretty sad though now too, if you think about it. I think this is like basically, like one of my paychecks. After taxes. Yeah, I know. Isn't that crazy, man? Oh my god. Actually, after taxes, it might be more than one paycheck. Yeah, but yeah. So if you guys go back and you measure, I think I told people like when I think it was 1965 when they took all the silver out. About our circulated coins, I think that's what I'll leave you with this one. So in 1964, before all the silver was 90%, your dimes, your quarters, and your half dollars. So if you also look at I need more water, sorry. If you look at the minimum wage that was being paid in 1964, and I think it was like $1.25 or something. Yeah, I know, it sounds crazy, right? But imagine, right? So you could get two. I don't know if it was $1.25 or $1.50, something like that. It was under $5. It wasn't that much. But imagine, let's just call it $1.50, right? So whatever that silver content is, right? Because you would have basically 3 halves, right? They were all silver. So if you take the content of the silver and you just add inflation, and again, this is not. We know it's manipulated. We know the silver price today is significantly depressed, but let's just pretend everything's above board. That minimum wage would be over $100K a year. Let that sink into you. That is how much wealth they have stolen, not just from the American people, but this entire country. Can you imagine that? That's just minimum wage. No wonder all you needed was one income. And that was back in 1964. That wasn't even that long ago. There's tons of people that are alive today. Mr. Homefront, talk to them. You're at least the same generation, but don't get me started with the 1913 thing. Like, actually, that's even more ironic, right? So if you take 1913, I don't think there was a minimum wage back then or not, but I think there was like an average pay, and it sort of works about the same. I think it's a little higher, right? But it just goes to show you what these central banks, what these governments will do to just steal and pillage everything. So I just wanted to let you drop that down there. So like, can you imagine just a bunch of 18-year-old kids, maybe not McDonald's or Starbucks, right? But just, whatever, right? They're working, right? Especially, like Gen Z, right? They're like 22, whatever. They're, trade skill person, right? And imagine all of them making over 100K. It's funny. It's been going on for so long. It's almost like, can we get some of that money back? Probably not. But we can course correct and start and going forward. That'd be a great start. But hey, man, I don't know, guys. That's what I hope. That's what I think is going to happen. When, I have no clue. Eventually, if it doesn't happen, the government will be forced to, because eventually everything will hyperinflate, and then no one will have any confidence in the currency, and then that's end game right there. Because right now there's not much trust in each other or institutions. Look we can't even enforce rule of law. You know, shit's gonna hit the hill if something doesn't happen, right? But when it comes to the currency, it's all about, oh, I can take my money and get it from this person, right? But once someone doesn't want the dollar, and once it starts prevalent, right? But it's one of those things where it's like drip, 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 and it'll be dripping for like, you know, God knows how long, and then just almost like overnight, you're like, what the fuck happened? Pardon my French. Yeah, and then hyperinflation. I mean, Weimar Germany, you know, and then you can't get rid of this shit fast enough, and you're like, oh my god, nobody wants it, right? Because it's worthless. And it's just like, okay, here, you know, take my entire house worth of it. Oh, it's just, you know, I can't even use it for toilet paper, right? Yeah, your toilet paper that you masked 5 years ago will be worth more than your currency. Yeah. Yeah. But no, what happens is, and it's historical. You have to reevaluate it in something that's real, because what you're trying to do is you're trying to reestablish trust. So once it's broke, it's nearly impossible to get it back. So the government can, you know, drag its feet. But the longer it drags its feet, the higher they gotta, right? So then eventually that happens, and then they finally peg it to something, and then it's like, you know, austerity on steroids, because that's what happens, right? So then you have a small transition time. But anyway, I think that's going to happen, and we won't do it because we have to. I think we're going to do it because we want to. So anyway, I could be crazy. I am a little bit crazy, and so are you. But that's a good thing. All right. So thanks for stopping by. Oh my God, it's almost been 30 minutes, and my sinuses are now kind of bothering me. So anyway, guys, see ya. Bye.